Warframe folk, we have the Warframe Devstream 188 recap. Let's go over it, Twitch chat. Spiderframe is real. Yareli Prime is real. Valkyr Deluxe, Valkyr Rework and Heirloom is real. Then Vauban Heirloom after that. This is the trailer for Yareli Prime. And I do have to say, it is beautiful, okay? We're getting a great, I guess, magic girl frame out of Yareli Prime. Like, legitimately, she's a magic girl. So she is Madoka'd her Magica. So that's the showcase for Yareli Prime so far. They will have a full trailer with song that they teased here. The back bling on her, Syandana, right? Like, it's like it's like one of those, it's like a floating aura worm kind of with wings. It's pretty much a fish, right? You've seen like flying fish before. Similar idea to her Syandana. Either way, a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. And then there you have Yareli with her Compressa and everything like that. We're also getting a Daikyu Prime, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. By the way, May 21st, we are getting Yareli Prime. So we are having the May 21st Yareli Prime update. It should be a lot of fun if anyone wants Yareli Prime. Here they do a little showcase in-game if you're curious about like what her cosmetics look like. Look, it's legit like a flying fish boss that I've seen in Final Fantasy, where they have the multiple wings and it's like a massive, yeah, it looks like the aura worm if it was a big flying fish boss. But yeah, that's Yareli Prime. That was the first thing they showed off. Boom. You know the Kullervo Deluxe skin they were talking about? That skin is now also going to be in game May 21st. March, April, May. Yeah, that's this month. Yeah, on the 21st. So that's when NIGHTWAVE is also resetting. I'm sure everyone is well aware of NIGHTWAVE resetting. That's the Warframe update date. So I'm pretty sure you all probably guessed if you were looking at the NIGHTWAVE reset date, that's when the big update is going to happen. There's no big shock there. Well, I say big update, but it's just like Yareli Prime, some skins, and some other cool stuff. So are you ready for the next big Warframe update? This update is coming June. This is the Isleweaver update, and it includes Duviri Paradox. But what was that? That's right, everybody. Rusalka coming to Warframe in June. Okay. They just quickly showed off some other stuff. Spiderframe. Wait, what was that? What was that? Did we just see a Spiderframe? That is the new Warframe Oraxia. She is a Spiderframe. It is real, okay? Spiderframe is real. They said they've been working on her and talking about her since 2023. Yeah, and that's Rusalka. She's gonna be the new Queen of Duviri. Isleweaver. Available June 2025, okay? That is the next big Warframe update, with the May 21st update being the mid-time update. So it is Isleweaver. The idea is Rusalka has been hit by the indifference. She's a little corrupt. So you have to unveil the stories around Rusalka and her corruption being hit by like the Duviri fragmented from, oh God, what is it? Whispers in the Walls? Cool. Their new operation event and everything will be Operation 8 Claws. You can run this game mode to get Pathos Clamps as well as farm the brand new Warframe Oraxia. So thank God you can farm Pathos Clamps here. If anyone like me has needed many more for Incarnans and items, you'll get a lot from this. So that's how you'll get your girl Oraxia. You'll do Duviri. Brand new game mode in Duviri, okay? It's a separate game mode. I think in this one you are Operator because Rusalka has kicked out Dominus Thrax. Dominus Thrax will also be the event vendor for this event, so not bad. But as you can see, Rusalka kicked Dominus Thrax out. There's the new Kullervo skin, in case you're curious. Looks dope as shit. And yeah, it's pretty much new Duviri. You go around and do Duviri stuff, but they'll have different events, right? They'll have a different area because this is like Isleweavers. This is a different area in Duviri, I believe. So it's a different section. Like, look at it. You haven't gone here before. Whole new Duviri biome. Either way, it'll be hopefully a pretty interesting, fun event. Event vendor, you can get arcanes. Official artwork for Oraxia, the Spiderframe. Her spider legs work and attach her to walls. They will do a little bit of a showcase briefly. This is Oraxia in-game. She looks awesome. I love her. And I'm a little concerned about the Spider R34 that is going to start spawning because of her. But you know how it is. Those are her tendril legs, her spider legs. She can, when she wall latches, she can actually whip out her spider legs and attach to the wall. So I love it. So far, I think this was one of the more hype dev streams. Operation 8 Claw, that's the Operation event. You know, we just talked about that. One of the better dev streams for sure. Makes sense why last dev stream was a nothing burger, because they were saving everything for this stream. And then we are going to have the TennoCon stream, which is going to have everything else. So huge. Citrine Deluxe. That's right. With them making Warframe skins with less clothes and everything, of course the Gemosi had to make a reappearance. So we're getting a Citrine Deluxe skin. But you may have noticed she doesn't have a Gemosi in this one. I know. How are we going to survive? We have noticed one thing. There's the like headpiece. Warframe has upped the amount of thirst in the game by so much, okay? Because they're taking off clothes of the Warframes, they're giving them BBLs, they're giving them breast implants. It's insane. Here is the Warframe new player experience coming. This is just a lot of general good quality of life update stuff, but they have another quality of life thing after, so we'll quickly talk about it. Critical Golden Path reworks to 1999, so they're changing things up there. Vor rework, we took a little bit of a look at that last dev stream. Vor just is changing up as a boss fight. Normal stuff happening. Enemy refresh on Bailiff as a mini-boss, the Ballista sniper lock-on, and the Eviscerator area of denial grenades. Okay, they're continuing doing junction reworks, so they're just doing junction reworks. They're changing up the Rhino cost rework, probably just reducing it, I think maybe, because he's weirdly expensive. Or like one of his items that you have to get to build him is kind of in a weird spot, something like that. Railjack get difficulty, especially for the new war, because if you go in with a fresh Railjack in the new war, you're probably gonna fail it, and they don't like that, so they're changing that up. Plant pickups, no longer do you have to scan those open world plants with your codex scanner. You can just pick them up now. So this will make the, Silver Grove quest, the one where you have to scan a bajillion plants. It should make that quest 10 times easier because you'll actually collect the resources casually playing through the game now. So it's actually way better. And then last one on this one, the new player experience one, arbitrations are now unlocked from junctions. Hell yeah. I think previously to unlock arbitrations, you had to complete the star chart. I think maybe to unlock ESO, you had to finish Steel Path. I can't remember fully, to be honest, but it should just be a junction unlock now. So we might make a new arbitration guide video, which is good because I kind of wanted to make another video talking about them. Either way, a lot of new loot there. After that, we have a quality of life update as well. There will be more Kim proto-frame conversations if you like the side lore content. Great. Original Hex members, so like Arthur, Voltamir, you know, all the original 6, Quincy, yeah. They'll get more general things to talk about. So yeah, that's not bad. Dojo quality of life, Incarnin shop changes. Yeah, they'll make everything a little better. Captura quality of life. I think around that, they said like better snapping for things as well as for Captura, better like placements on, you can like have the pre-saved placements on the camera. They'll have better ones there. New operator hair for Flare, Minerva, Villamir, and Kaya. Cool. And then 4X Warframe augments. This one's big. Kullervo augment, Caliban augment, Citrine augment, and Jade augment mod, as well as melee slam changes. Now you might notice something. Melee slam changes it's a big one. So what are they actually doing with the melee slam changes? Pablo was nice enough to make a video. The TLDR is you will get less of a AoE and damage bonus if you do short slams. You will get more AoE and damage bonus if you do a full slam. They're trying to make it so that you don't like macro small slamming, okay? So you don't like jump slam, jump slam, jump slam. They're trying to make it so you don't macro that bullshit. They want you to do big AoE jump slams. Because the way Pablo's like, he's like, the way it is right now is slamming is dumb because it's insanely strong, it's good AoE, and you just spam jump and attack, and that's stupid as shit. So they're essentially changing it. The higher you jump slam, the bigger bonus you get. If you do small jump slams, it'll be a bad bonus. They're going to change around these mods because they're not actually working properly because the math on them is broken. So they're changing them up. to do, you know, high damage, because you can see 500 to 2000 to 4500 off 100% boost, 100% boost times 2 makes no fucking sense, right? So the math's broken, they're fixing that up, and they're making it so it doesn't boost your melee damage, only your slam damage. So yeah, slams are being changed in a good way. It's like pretty much a nerf, but slam's kind of stupid as hell anyways, and it's a lazy, sad way to play the game. If you're like jumping your way, slamming through the game, it's a little weird, okay? But you'll have to just rebuild it and do large slams. Some people will hate it, some people will love it, other people just don't care. Valkyr Rework. Because Valkyr is getting an heirloom skin, Valkyr is also getting a full-on rework, okay? The TLDR, I'll try to quickly TLDR it, but I'm not going to capture everything. She has a melee damage meter in the bottom right. The more melee you do, the more melee damage she builds up. Her first ability, Zipline, it now is a faster zipline, and it AoE pulls people together. So you zipline an enemy and it'll pull all of the enemies together and you will jump to them. We're just quickly trying to like jump up to show it off, but it's he only does it a couple of times. For the second ability, Warcry, you no longer have to stop when using it. You're just good to use it. It's a strong ability and it works pretty well. For her third ability, I think it just made it because it's like paralyze, right? I think you now just get a bonus damage to the enemies. It's easier to cast, and everybody in the group gets like an AoE bonus to melee damage. So yeah, you chuck on paralyze, get some damage bonus. There are some other things with it that'll make it better and like less annoying to use. But hey, I think they said like the AoE buffs of her like stay within affinity range, so she's a little bit odd. Anyways, her fourth ability, Warcry, her fourth ability for her augmented Exalted Claws, they're changing up her defenses. She is no longer invincible, but she's still like pretty defensible. The damage on them is really high, but this is the TLDR. When you're using abilities, right? Immune to status with your fourth ability, increased health and armor, Warcry armor buff tripled in Hysteria. Passive prevents death if above %. So pretty much her passive will prevent death because if you die, it'll take your health from your like melee damage buildup meter, your rage meter, and then take it from there. Okay, so it's like a no death. Paralysis no longer consumes shield. Okay, you can spam your third ability without hating it, and attacks in Hysteria also heal you. So she is going to be, you'll have to change your build if you're doing like long runs, and you might have to change around your build on her a little bit, because now if you want, you might want to shield gate a little better because of how her builds work. So yeah, they're giving her rage E buff, like more damage, slash procs, stuff like that. Good stuff there. So yeah, Valkyr's getting, like, look at that. That is her first ability if you're using it in the Simulacrum. AoEs everyone together, brings you to them, and then you absolutely go buck wild on them. So yeah, no, it does sound a little bit like Gauss Redline for sure, her new rage meter. So that's pretty cool. All in all, good stuff. This right here, that is a Valkyr Heirloom. Her fucking clothes are clasped onto her lips, and it's beautiful. So this was, the art and design was made by a community member, I believe they said, Perty, so good shit. This is an incredibly horny Warframe. Her nipples are covered by those like nipple tassels just barely. This is such a thirsty goddamn skin that we're only getting hornier in Warframe, okay? You can, like, look at it, dude. The nipple clasps are right there, okay? If there's even a little bit of movement, yeah. So, and this is, wait, watch this, okay?
An incredible.
Yeah, I know. Careful.
Oh.
Whoa. Zoom in. Risky. Very risky.
Yeah, so Thirst Frame is real. They got very excited about her lips, just being just held together by that tiny piece of fabric. So Goon Frame, Thirst Frame, this game is getting very horny. Either way, after we get Valkyr Heirloom, we are gonna get Vauban Heirloom. Chances are we might get a little bit of a Vauban rework as well when they drop the Vauban Heirloom skin, because that seems to be the idea. They rework the Warframe, they give it an heirloom skin. People are more incentivized to buy the heirloom skin because the Warframe is updated and stronger. It just makes sense, okay? That's how games work. It's still a business, all of that jazz. Don't worry, my dog. Yeah, go say hi. Yeah, my dog's so excited. Yeah, go say hi. Yeah, as you can see, my dog's pretty excited. So Vauban Heirloom. It's looking really good. Everyone seems to be pretty jazzed about all the new skins. So yeah, they had Ben Starr come in and say hi. Other than that, that's most of the dev stream. They did show off, though, more Oraxia Spiderframe. Hell yeah. This is now lore-accurate Spiderframe. That is lore-accurate Spiderframe ass. She is now real. So they did a good job showing things off again. Either way, this is the interim cert build that is coming May 21st, okay? 2 weeks with Nightwave. Compressive Prime, Daiku Prime, Marilina Prime, Prime Syndana, Ephemera, and Drone. Cool. Kullervo Apostate. Apostate Baneful Blades, Apostate Shoulder Spikes, Pyakal Sparring Skin, and Culpa Syndana, as well as Nightwave Nora's Mix Volume 9 and some Quality of Life. This is the smaller update. Now, this is the big-ass update, the big major June update. Hopefully it releases on my birthday. If it does, I love you, Warframe. Hugs and kisses. Returns to Duviri with a new permanent node. Rusalka sits on the throne and has brought the indifference with her. So she's like Murmur Corrupt. New Murmur enemies, the Unseeing Herald enemy. Play as your Warframe in Duviri. Hey, you get Warframe Duviri. Oraxia mini boss fight. So Oraxia is the Spiderframe. You will get her from this new update and you will be fighting her as a boss. Sick. New clan event is Operation 8 Claw. Remember to join the Pupsker clan if you ever catch me live. Ask for an invite. Thrax in your Dormizone, has rewards for fighting off the indifference on the new node. New Evolving Signa. New Incarnin Heavy Scythe. I didn't even actually notice that. Hell yeah. Maybe it's like the Hate Incarnin. Well, we already have that, I should say. Maybe it's the Harmony Incarnin. I'm just trying to think of Incarnin Heavy Scythes. I don't have a ton of them that I remember off the top of my head, but hey, Harmony? Even though it's kind of new. Either way, the 61st Warframe, Oraxia. She has an alternate helmet, armor, melee whip, and secondary throwing weapon. Cool. Herpa? Maybe. Citrine Deluxe is also coming out with this update, as well as the Valkyr Rework, NPE, and Quality of Life. New player experience and Quality of Life, if you were curious. So that's a pretty big Warframe update, if you ask me. Like, that's freaking sick. Either way, I'm really happy. I think it's a really good update, and I'm kind of curious what everyone else is thinking as well. Like, it's killing it, right? Like, they did a good job, and I'm happy. Okay. I have been just chilling on Warframe because I've been grinding the hell out of Expedition 33. Love it. Great turn-based RPG. But I am almost done it, so there is that. Either way, that is it for this Devstream 188. Rate it as you will. Love it, hate it. I don't know. Kind of curious, but that's it for now, everyone. Spiderframe, everything's real. So thank you for being here. Subscribe to the channel. Like the YouTube videos. You can use Epic Games creator code Pupsker, as I am an Epic partner. If you buy Warframe or Fortnite or anything on the Epic Game Store, use my code. It helps out. Either way, that's the update, and that's everything that's going on. So check out all the socials, and I will see you next time. Cheers.